Halloween 2017, and we're going to have so much fun all month long. We're all about Halloween, the dark arts, and bringing some fun to my favorite holiday.
Our favorite holiday.
Our favorite holiday.
It's our favorite holiday.
Eve. Yeah. So, we're bringing you not one, but two devils on this show. And we say
I'm
hello.
not the other devil.
You're not? Okay. We say hello to Mr. David Pierce. Yay, David!
Hello, David.
Happy to be
Welcome
here.
to the Corpsepaint Show.
Thank you.
You are horny today.
Big time morning. Yep.
Those are some big horns.
You look great, man. Look at it.
Thanks.
Scratch is here.
That's right. Old Scratch.
Old Scratch is here, and he brought his pipe, and man, you look dapper.
Thank you.
How
Thank
does
you
the
so
song
much.
go? I'm a man of sophistication, I'm a man of wealth and fame. I don't know, something like that.
I don't know.
So, sympathy for the devil. Hello, David.
Hello.
Man, when I think of you, I think of just the funnest time ever. And of course, we're talking about Cirque Du Horror. This is your annual big deal, isn't it?
It is.
Your musical. Am I right that you wrote everything?
That's right.
Look at you.
That's right.
The lyrics, the music, you conduct the orchestra basically at the show.
That's exactly right. Yes, sir.
So let's talk about details first, and then we'll kind of show some pictures. And there you are, right there, on your website. Yeah.
That's me.
Is that real fire?
Oh man. Yes.
Yes.
I thought so.
Everything is real.
It looks intense. It's very magical. It's
Thank
like
you.
I
Thank you.
possess and control the fire.
Thanks.
Oh, can I just point out that? Look, yeah.
There you
Satan,
go.
that
Yes.
Satan does want you, and so I picked up my new book, Satan Wants You, and don't forget it. That's what we're here for. Let's summon demons
Are
and
you
have some fun.
actually reading this?
Yeah, Satan wants you.
The Cult of Devil Worship in America. It's by a mysterious press. I didn't even
All right,
know that was
there you go.
So-
a company.
Can you see all of Janie Slash's rats over here?
These are my rats.
You are the queen, the princess
Princess. You mean, well, yeah, princess. Queen's
Of-
too much pressure.
of rats.
I just want
You
to be
got
princess.
you got all your rats here.
I have all 6.
Details first, David.
Yes.
Date, time, and where is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 shows. We've got Saturday, October 28th at 4:30, at 9:15. We have Sunday, October 29th at 5 o'clock, and they're all in Denton, Texas at Dan's Silver Leaf.
Gotcha. All right. So obviously you can go to an early show,
That's right.
enjoy a great Halloween show, and still go out drinking later that night or any other parties you might have that weekend before.
Can't-
That's
Halloween.
exactly right. Or you can drink during the show.
Can't you drink during the show?
That's right.
Okay.
That's
It's at a bar.
exactly right.
Dan Silverleaf, isn't that a bar?
We do transform a bar into a circus tent, so you can drink while the show takes place. That's exactly right.
Make no mistake. This
Those
is
are
a
my favorite
fun-
kind of circus tent.
This is a fun musical, all Halloween theme related, all dark related, but it's family friendly.
Is it family friendly?
People bring their kids, people
That's
all
right.
ages, right?
That's exactly right.
Is there a difference between the early and late shows, or are they both identical?
Identical. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah,
Cool. And you've got an live orchestra playing,
that's right.
live actors and singers on stage.
That's right.
A lot of great costuming and stage setup.
Yeah.
And the orchestra is what? How many?
It's 11 members in the orchestra.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it rotate every year? You got new players?
We have a solid core of, I'd say the majority of the orchestra have been with me since year one, which was 2009. And we've downsized the orchestra. We started, if 11 you think is big, we started with like probably 16 or 17 people. That was one thing I didn't want to skimp on coming from the music side of things, canned music to me it's for the birds. It just doesn't translate to the audience live. When the audience is there, and not only do they feel like they can reach out and touch the stage performers, but the orchestra of the undead, as I call it, is right there, right next to them. It just makes everything feel just electric and alive, and it really enhances the show.
Real close to the mic.
So
Oh yeah.
You might sit right next to the violin player or or the guitar.
Exactly right.
So
Yeah.
does
Too
the
close. And sometimes.
Does the orchestra play a part in the
That's
play?
right. We do. We do.
Okay.
We have whether it's like some like comedic banter or there's like just instrumental solos that go back and forth from what say the actors or the singers are performing on stage, and then the band. There's shots of the band interacting musically, so it happens throughout the entire show. That's exactly right.
Okay, I like that. That makes you feel more in the middle of it and a part of it.
I think so. Yes.
It's always sad when you're watching a show and they're in like some type of pit far away.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear them, but you can't see them. It's like, oh, well, they're here, but they're not.
Well, sure.
They're important, but they're not like a main part.
Yes, and also
Different.
it makes it feel dated. It makes it feel vintage to me. You know, it makes the
More
orchestra-
vaudevillian.
Exactly, very much so.
Yeah, cool. And all right. So I'm impressed,
Thank
David. I am with just how clever these songs are and how cool everyone looks. And it seems to me you have a real attention to detail, which I don't know, maybe the artist in us just, I don't know, I just noticed that, man, and I can just tell there's
You
just
can
a
tell
heart and a
it's
love,
love,
you have
yeah.
for this for this event, and it is outstanding. I think we should take a moment and just show a little visual snapshot. This is a small snapshot, right?
Okay, sounds
of what
good.
of what someone would see on the 28th or 29th. Do I have those dates right?
That's right,
Yeah.
20th and 29th. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So correct me if I'm wrong. This is called what's the name of it?
Anubis.
Anubis.
That's right.
That's the name of the song, and it starts with the mummy walking out of his sarcophagus.
That's exactly right.
And then we're gonna pause at a moment because I want to
Okay.
just comment on something.
Okay.
All right. So okay. So I'm sorry to pause this here. Okay, but this guy comes out of his coffin after obviously being there for centuries.
That's right.
And he's the mummy, and he does this, and you can see the dust rise.
That's right.
And then he has the crook in the neck, and I'm thinking to myself, this is genius. This is genius. You thought of everything. And you did, and his mummy thing is good. All the dancers are great in their costumes as well. And so I'm sorry to interrupt there,
all
but
right.
I just had to give you a big verbal high five. And so let's watch it and,
Okay.
and enjoy the lyrics and the song and everything.
Once again, Anubis is alive. The Pharaoh of Egypt with 44 wives, immortalized in hieroglyphics, roughly translated, really terrific. I've given the world near and the Sphinx. All of you haters, King Tut sticks. There sits my brain, and there sits my bladder. And just like they say, Siamese natters. They say I came from the sky. I'm a real scary little guy. All these years I another nightmare, and curses get old. There's tombs in my palace since 500 BC. The Rosetta Stone, yeah, that was me. I'm so much Morris than Horace. I built this sarcophagus for us. Osiris got nothing on me. My skinny dip in the Dead Sea. They say I came from the sky. I'm a little scarab of a guy. Osiris got nothing on me. My skinny dip in the sea. Really wonderful stuff.
But David, and just for clarification, those dates were not for this year.
Right.
So, in 2017, it's 28th of October, 29th of October.
Exactly.
But you do it annually there in Denton at Dan Silverleaf.
We do.
And what a cool song that was. And you get a flavor of it because I love the roaming camera. And you can see the orchestra, and obviously you can see people's heads. They're sitting right there watching this thing.
Oh, yeah. Right
and you're
there.
a real part of it. You're not separated by anything. You're really, really close to the stage. And
It's really
what a
good.
great vibe and feel.
Yeah, I like the groove.
I like the groove. I like the song.
I was still
That-
dancing to it, and it's over.
It's a spooky yet smooth, mellow song. You know?
It's really clever, and I like it.
Anubis.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah. But you're bringing it back this year, that song.
That's right.
Yeah. You probably have a whole cadre of various songs you can kind of move in and out each year.
Yeah, we every year since 2009, at least for a few years, I tried to write a completely new batch of songs, which was for the best because I've got probably 40 some odd songs now that I can kind of pick and choose from. When I only want to write, say, maybe one or two new songs a year at a time, doesn't allow for much more than that. And so you can kind of pick and choose and create like a different show every year, especially with some songs that haven't been in the rotation for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, you know.
How long then does it take for, the orchestra to get on these new songs? A few weeks?
When do you start prepping?
Well, our first rehearsal is tomorrow night, actually, and with the orchestra. So we have one rehearsal with the orchestra where we just read the music. We have one rehearsal with the singers and the orchestra where everybody gets together and either recites lines. It's very casual, kind of a walkthrough. And then we really only have one pretty intense dress rehearsal. And that's the last thing that we do. So really only 3 times. Of course, dancers and actors, I mean, they've been rehearsing for a couple of months now, doing different things. But when we all get together, it's really just 3 times before we're ready to go. Yeah.
You work with talented
So
people.
everybody's individually prepped. It's
That's-
the joint coming together.
Yeah, and there's a lot of trust. Everybody kind of goes off to their corners. They do what they do best, and then we all come together.
That's great. I like that. I like that there's this circle of trust type thing. That you know that they're going to do their part and they're going to come in and it's going to be great.
For sure.
Denton musicians?
A lot of Denton musicians. That's right. Exactly right. Yeah.
They're all talented, aren't they?
Super talented. Yeah, some of the best for sure.
We have a rich hold on musical
Yeah.
talent in North Texas.
We do.
That's my opinion.
What inspired you to do Cirque du Horror?
Man, I felt like I grew up loving Halloween and everything about Halloween. I love being scared and spooked, and I love goblins and ghouls and believing in all of that. And I think that, to me, I think a lot of it has just been lost on. I think Halloween, anything that has to do with Halloween, deals with Halloween, is either a harvest fest at a church or maybe like a super gory haunted house. And there's nothing that's in between. And I think that I wanted families to come out. I wanted adults to remember what it was like to be a kid and to like that part again of themselves. I wanted children to be mesmerized and to have fun and laugh, of course, but also, yeah, I'm fine with with kids being a little creeped out or maybe having a scary dream or two after the show, because of the imagery. But I think that's kind of what it's all about. And to me, it just seemed like I don't know. There's too much demonizing of the of Halloween itself, to where it's like, oh, it's just, it's just not right, and it's not family. Well, it is family friendly. I mean, to me, I have incredibly fond memories revolving around family, around that time of the year, around fall, and that's what it's all about, I think.
Well, it's like when we were kids. When you're a kid, everybody comes together to go trick or treating and
That's
have
right.
Halloween parties and bob for apples. Like, there's not any more of that.
No.
It's really heartbreaking because people are too afraid or too concerned.
Yeah, and I agree with that 100%. I think that, like, people need to come out, and they need to see that you can be scared and you can have fun, and it can be safe, and it can be a great time. So
I mean, lots of people laugh when they're scared. It does. It does. You get so scared that it's just, it's a release. We need it.
But is it? I mean, it is great that you kind of just created this. You just had this passion to want to do it, and you made it happen. And now it's 8th year, 9th year, and here you are going strong, man. And that's just fantastic. I think it's a message for anyone. If you've got a thought, a dream, an idea to write music or do a show or whatever, just work to make it happen.
Do you have any other productions that you do throughout the year, or is Cirque du Horror the main?
Cirque du Horror is definitely the biggest one, where I do all of the writing and from sort of top to bottom. Musically, I'm involved with different people's productions throughout the year, but just sort of in that role where I'm just like writing arrangements or maybe say directing an orchestra for people. Cirque is definitely the only thing where from start to finish it's just like my baby, my big project.
It is, man. You birthed it.
It's definitely great.
And the birthday's coming up soon.
It's coming up. That's so right.
Well, I know you have regulars, because there are people that are like, we go every year,
Yeah.
because I've heard it. Especially like during the Denton Day of the Dead Fest.
That's right.
They're like, oh, have you seen Cirque du Horror? We're going to Cirque du Horror. We're here to go see Cirque du Horror. We're waiting. Yeah.
So the 28th is Day of the Dead Fest.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So that first day of his show, yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, anyone around or near Denton, Texas, man, the 28th of October is a
They
fun day
pile in there. It's
Huge
great.
day.
with the car races and all of
Coffin
it,
cars, exactly. Yeah.
and all of the vendors and yeah, it's a great day.
It is a really wonderful day, and it's grown into its own little monster that we're all very proud of, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, hey, I just got to hand it to you, man. This is an awesome creation, and I half of me wants you to just explode onto the national stage, and the other half is like, no, it needs to just be accessible, So
Yeah, there is that.
we're showing some cool pictures there. From the website again is cirqueduhorror.com.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Yeah.
And you can go there and get tickets for the shows coming up, or you can go to danssilverleaf.com also and get tickets for the upcoming shows.
And there'll be tickets available at the door?
Tickets available for walk-up for sure, yes.
Okay.
We have reserved seating tables, and so those are the ones that sell out the first. So
Are the prices any different when you get to the door?
For walk-ups versus online, yeah, there's a slight difference for that.
Okay.
The reserve seatings, I think, start at like $25, and for tables, that get you up close to the stage, and it's not a very big venue, so those are coveted seats for sure.
Yeah.
Cirque du
I can
Horror.
imagine so.
It's only once a year. You got to go
You
see
gotta
it.
go see it.
You've
once a
got
year.
to. And it's October 28th and 29th, Denton, Texas. Heck yeah.
Go see it all 3 times.
That's right. Why not?
You've created your own
Only one
version
opportunity.
of circus. You know? It's vaudeville, it's musical.
I like
it's-
the combination of circus and horror. I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's what yeah.
They're 2 of my favorite things. I love them combined.
Cirque du Horror.
I think so. I think every circus is a little bit creepy, somewhat. You know what I mean? In a
Oh,
good-
for
In a
sure.
great sense. And so
yeah.
I think that like making that sort of, it wasn't a hard step to make, but I think that, imagining some haunted circus like Something Wicked This Way Comes or something traveling to your town, that's
The Dark
You
Carnival.
very
Yeah,
are.
that's right.
You are that character meshed with the devil.
I think so.
I
yeah.
like that the devil orchestrates the whole thing too.
Right.
Yes. And as we have seen on this show many times, the devil is a very friendly dude. He gets a bad rap
Yes, I know.
all the time.
Agreed.
Bad rap.
Yeah, this guy just wants to have some fun.
Yes.
Make some
Come on.
music, have some fun, laugh.
Break a few commandments. Have some fun. You need to live.
That's right.
That's our message.
Within
Need to
reason.
live.
Within reason. You gotta be careful. You can't do too much living. 'Cause
All right.
it may not go the way you were planning.
Okay. Are there crazy times in this show where, I don't know, kids stand up and want you to throw candy at them? Or,
Oh, sure.
I mean, I don't know. You tell me what are some of the aspects without giving spoilers here? But
Oh man, yeah, for sure. There's lots of throwing candy out to the kids, and there's lots of times where the kids interact with the people on stage. We do things on obviously purposefully where we want the audience to get a reaction.
you
we,
taunt them a little, maybe.
we do.
Yeah. All right.
We have a as going along with the vaudeville theme, we have this Dracula character that we call Grampula, and he's this geriatric, very gassy vampire that comes out in between our set changes
Oh.
to sort of mess with the audience.
Gotcha.
And the kids everybody loves him, and the kids love to mess with him, and so we have kiddos that stand up on their chairs and shout at him, and and he plays it off really well. So yeah, it's a big interactive.
David, is that him?
That's him.
Okay.
That's Grampula right there.
Aw. He's adorable. Grampula.
He's got some Sally Jesse glasses. And
Right.
Are there certain characters that you were just like, yes, I have to have these? And it's like who's your favorite?
Oh man, that's tough.
Like top 3? Is that better? Top 5?
Oh,
top
I
10?
think
all of them?
Grampula's up there big time. And as a matter of fact, the character playing Grampula is an artist in town named Ricky Derrick, and he does some comedic. Well, his comedy is just amazing. A lot of the characters I wrote specifically for him to play have been my favorite. We did a play on a cooking channel show that we called Ghoulia Childs, where he plays a witch and he has a cat sidekick, and so that one is one of my favorite ones.
I feel like I've seen
yeah.
that.
And you know what? I think my other favorite one has been a severed head's last 13 seconds of consciousness. And so we had an actor, a really talented actor, Bach Norwood, sorry, and he's an amazing musician, amazing actor, and he plays that character really, really well. And we've got not to give too much away, but we do have him. We have it done with effects to where it looks like you just see his severed head talking to the audience for the majority of the song, So, I mean, there's a lot of them that are my favorites for whatever reason, whether it's shadow puppet stuff or animated stuff or stuff that's done where it's comedy or it's scary. But yeah, those 2 are up there for sure.
Yeah. I
great.
realize that's an unfair question. That's why I was like,
It's
more.
okay.
It's hard. It's like saying pick your favorite child.
Ah.
It's like you created it. It's your baby. I'd be like, which one do you like you favor? But you never know. There's
Along those same lines,
Yeah.
are there sometimes a character who maybe someone new, do they sometimes come to you and they already have a character that they want you to try and morph into your show?
I think that's always something that I'm excited to take on, to tackle.
Cool.
sometimes they have an idea, but I know a lot of these people so well that I know what their strengths are. Some people are just excellent with comedic timing. Some people are way more serious. Some people just are all about delivering a message through song, through just singing, you know. So I do have all of their talents in mind when I sit down and try to put the pen to paper every year to make this happen.
To enjoy Halloween, you need to be at this party, in my opinion.
All right, I like
you need to be at
I'll
this
take
party.
that.
And you got 3 you got 3 shows over 2 days.
Yeah, 3 opportunities.
That's right. If you got other parties later at night, you can go to the early show.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Dan Silverleaf, Denton, Texas, 28th and 29th.
I like Dan
28th and
Silverleaf too. It's a neat venue. Cool
So
bar.
while you're watching the show, you can get drunk,
That's right.
and there's you have to stand
And
up,
have a
walk to
good
the bar.
time.
Well, they bring you drinks while you're sitting. So
You have to actually get to the bar,
Yeah.
sadly.
All right,
okay.
Yeah.
don't step on the violinist or anything.
Watch out. Yeah, exactly.
You could buy the violinist a drink. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Don't buy the violinist a drink. Well, buy her a drink after.
A drunk version of the show.
Drunk violinist. No violinists get drunk. I'm sorry. That was weird. That went a weird
Our
way.
violinist can hold her own, so she's okay.
She's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
cool.
all right.
I
Is she
just assumed she was a she too. I don't even know. Just like.
Well, the one in the video, she was kind of in the corner.
Different violinist
All
from
right.
the one in the video, but yeah, she's
Okay.
still.
You have a great cast. It looks like, man, and just I don't know. I'm brimming with pride for you. With Cirque du Horror.
I love your costume.
Thank you.
Did you have any specific character you were modeling after other than the devil?
No,
I mean, the
don't-
obviousness, but I didn't know, like, because, you went more with, like, the devil makeup. that you-
Yeah, it's interesting that you
Mhm.
asked that. I remember renting some items from Rose Costumes, and I remember thinking, okay, I've got this top hat, and I want horns to come out of it. And when I went to a little costume shop, I bought a Viking helmet because I saw these huge horns, and I thought, oh man, that would be really cool. And so once I figured out how to, finagle that, I really kind of think Rose Costumes. This is from Rose's, this awesome jacket and this really cool staff, and yeah, it just kind of fell into place after that,
Yeah.
So I don't even know that I had an idea what I wanted. I thought a ringleader, a devil, like some devilish ringleader, and then it's just sort of gone to all black at some point,
No, it's red and black, and I love that.
Cool.
It reminds me if Hellboy became, like, a vaudevillian
Yeah,
These
Hellboy.
are kind of
So
Hellboy horns.
They
They
They're
are
big.
Hellboy
yeah.
horns.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like that scene where Hellboy, like, grows his horns out.
Oh, that's an
Like,
awesome scene, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great scene. I love Hellboy. I'm sorry. That's one of my favorites.
And we like red in the studio because we have a green screen behind.
There you go.
And I don't know, you sort of pop out.
No, wait. No, this is behind us. This is not a green screen.
Oh, these girls are back there.
No, they're not. It's green
Our
screen.
witches.
That's why my bangs dance. They do.
I don't know about. All right,
Can't look
so
at the screen.
any other I don't know names you want to kind of I don't know, plug or anything like that. We know the date of the show. We want people to get tickets and be there.
The best thing I think about the show is sort of the variety of what you're going to see, because you're not just going to see music theater. You're going to see a cabaret show. You're going to see vaudeville. You're going to see a comedian out there that's bantering in between set changes. You're going to see shadow puppets. You're going to see a song that I don't even know what we even call this contraption that we've made. It's sort of like a shadow screen, but it's done by cranking art that's on paper that kind of goes by, that's backlit. So in that sense, it's shadow world, but it reflects the story as someone manipulates the crank as it goes through, and it tells the narrative of the story.
Yeah.
So so we've got that to like something that's just funny to something that's incredibly spooky, that so it just kind of roller coaster, just kind of goes up and down, so that's just the best thing about it. And it's in a bar, and
That
it's
sounds amazing.
everybody's and there's a family environment, and it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and you can kind of interact, with the live actors and musicians.
Very much.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I really do, David.
I want to go right now.
I get thrilled by it, man.
You're in costume.
We're not ready yet.
We can't do this in the parking
we
lot.
have to rehearse.
This
Rehearse
can't happen
this
in the
tomorrow.
parking lot.
Okay.
We want to be at rehearsal tomorrow. She's so excited. David, this has been great. Now, everything you're mentioning, I think, is in this promo video we're going to bring up next.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
Yeah. And thank you for being part of
Thank you for
the
coming here.
Corpsepaint Show.
Yes.
Thank you for driving down the freeway and joining our little bunker down here.
Oh, man.
It's like we're in an abandoned building here.
Oh, well, it adds to the whole
Yeah.
element of the show, I think.
And you have to go down into our little
Yes,
basement
into the
area.
catacombs.
Right.
Into the bowels. Right,
I
exactly.
know, if a zombie apocalypse happens, I'm coming here.
I might want to, yes, let's do
Come on
another-
back.
Okay.
Well,
I
everybody's
know
going to
where to
meet
go
here.
now.
All the past guests from the Corpsepaint show. They're going to be like, why are all your guests outside?
Keep the show small for that reason.
We'll just
Right,
have you back.
You know,
Just
you
be
don't
like,
want to grow too
Be
fast.
your guests.
fewer guests. Be like, you can only do video call from now on.
That's right.
Okay, so last question. Can she bring her pet rats to the show?
Oh, yes, for sure. Well, wait a minute. How
They're
many
smaller
are we
than-
talking?
6. 1, 2. So She
they-
Devil,
do they stay
Pip,
sort of
Squeak,
contained?
Ophelia,
Can you keep them contained?
Nightbringer, and
Can you have them as
Cenobite. Yeah,
part
they
of your
stay
outfit?
contained.
Oh, then there you go, for sure.
They stay contained. They're really good.
I think
Their names are the same, but the rats, which rat they belong to, changes.
Ah.
So this one's always She Devil.
it would be cool if they got out there and ran across the stage.
Oh, man.
Think about the audience reaction.
and
That-
the
that-
actors.
And the actors,
That's
yes.
not good in a bar.
Yeah.
The actress would be like, "What the hell,
Oh,
rat?"
boy.
I'd be like, I'd be like, "I'm Princess of the Rats." That could be your
Okay.
newest character. I'll just randomly break into song. You'd be like,
Second last question.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of caskets around on Saturday the 28th. Any dead bodies show up at your show?
Any dead bodies?
Dead bodies.
Oof.
Like floated to the surface somehow.
You know, it's funny that you asked that question. I'll tell you a funny story. One year we did a song called The Voodoo Queen, and it started with a graveyard scene. And all of the dancers, because we do this in a bar, it doesn't have a stage, a proper stage, you know, so it's hard for actors to move on and off. And so all of the dancers for this number had to be hidden under sheets that resembled rocks and different parts of the ground in this graveyard. And, you know, we had some people that hauled out a huge coffin. And as they were doing that, you know, they were trying to stay in character, and they were stepping all over the dancers. And, you know, the dancers were doing their best staying in character
Right.
and not moving.
Yeah.
And they were doing all they could to either pinch the legs or pull the hair or whatever you call it to get people from standing. And it's such a small area.
Yeah.
And I just remember, you know, from where I stand, everything looks like it's going great. And then after the show, when I get the report,
You find out.
oh my gosh, yes, somebody's finger almost was broken or rib or whatever, and it's. So yes, we've almost had dead bodies in our show,
Almost.
but no, yeah, they showed up live, but yeah.
Oh, brother.
anytime,
That's funny.
anytime you're doing a production, things happen. The worst is when a performer comes up to you and says, "Hey, I have to tell you something later, but not right now," and you're like, "Wait,
Oh,
what?"
yeah. That's never good. That's always
never
bad.
good.
That has happened to me, and my performer was like, "I'm like, no, you have to tell me." She's like, "I dislocated my knee, but I popped it back in place. We're good. It's just swelling." And I was like, "No, not okay."
Yep.
She's like, "See, I didn't want to tell you. You'd freak out."
David Pierce, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
Satan was in our studio.
I'm looking forward to
course,
Cirque
two
Du
of us.
Horror.
Two, yes.
We're looking forward to Cirque Du Horror, and man, CirqueDuHorror.com
Right.
is where to go to find tickets and info and et cetera,
I'm
man.
excited. It's
And
gonna be a good Halloween season.
you got to come back to our show, man, anytime. But obviously, we need to push this at this time of year each year.
That sounds
So,
wonderful.
I am.
man, it's great to see you.
Thank you both. I'd be happy to come back anytime that y'all have.
Yeah, we would
What,
love to have you
and,
back.
and what we're going to do as we fade out now and move on, we're talking to Nunslaughter shortly, is show that promo video,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and so everyone get a taste of what you were describing plus more. So,
Awesome.
good to have you, David.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
very much.
David.
You know, this show is like a Tim Burton movie with about 1/1000th of the budget. You know what I mean?
ghosts are talking. A man and a wife ghost. The wife ghost says, "Don't lie to me, I can see right through you." Whoa! Didn't see that one coming.
Good. We man, love David Pierce.
Oh,
and Cirque
David
du
was
Horror.
great. I can't wait for Cirque du Horror.
Same
Hey, you
one.
kept saying there was only 2, and actually She Devil felt very left out.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Because she is a devil. She devil. She's a she
You're
devil.
right. I gotcha. Okay.
I love her. She's
Satan wants you. All right, now we're going to shift gears. We're going to talk about some Slatanic punk rock. This is a band that,
Slatanic punk.
Yeah.
Slatanic punk rock.
yeah, one of my favorite bands.
I like
and
the sound
most
of that.
prolific band that I can imagine, Nunslaughter. So we're going to try and connect here with Dawn of the Dead.
I like that
Nunslaughter.
name.
Yeah, I mean,
like that movie.
why not slaughter nuns? It's great.
No,
it's
that's not- no,
comedic.
no,
it's
it's-
good.
yeah,
it's
it's not
scary.
just-
That's horror movie stuff right there. Hello, Don.
How's it going, man?
Hey, great.
Hi, Don. Welcome to the
Hello.
Corpsepaint Show.
Thank you very much.
So you got Satan and Janie Slash, and yeah, we try and bring people the underground, the good music, the the evil, scary, Slatanic, anti-Christian stuff that we celebrate on the Corpsepaint Show.
Excellent.
Now, last week I got to tell you, man, and then I've run across a whole bunch of people who were like, "Yeah, that video, God, right? That video, God." So we showed it on the show last week, and I had to preface it by saying, "This is what it's like in corporate America, man. This is what it's like. You go for a job interview, and that's what it's like."
He's
exactly
been
like
talking
that.
about it a lot.
Good.
It's
I'm
good. It's good. He's been
It's a-
telling a lot of people about it. It's awesome.
It's a great video.
It is.
It's
Thank you.
humorous, and then it's in your face, and your lyrics, man, are there's no room for imagination. It's like right in your face, you know.
Yeah, that was the intent.
Yeah, I love it. Now, is that on Angelic Dread? That song?
There's the song is, but the actual video, the audio that's on the video is from a split 7-inch that we did with
Abigail.
And but we re-record because the video did so well. A lot of people liked the song and the video. We re-recorded it for the Angelic Dread album.
All right, so re-recorded the song.
Yes.
All right, different version, slightly different version.
Well, it's different studio version altogether, but as far as like how the song was played, it's the same.
Gotcha. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned you mentioned Abigail, obviously another band I like a lot too. Are they on Hell's Headbangers, and that's your label, right?
It isn't my label. We just worked pretty closely with them for many years. I don't think that Abigail is on Hell's Headbangers. They probably maybe helped release some things by Abigail, but I don't think that they're signed to Hell's Headbangers. We're not signed to any label either. We just work with Hell's Headbangers a lot.
I got you. Okay, so I'm holding up one right now. It's called Devil Metal, and it's got a great. This is Nunslaughter. This is one of the CDs I grabbed. I got a stack of CDs at home, and I couldn't find your other one. I'm sorry, but this one has got the nun on the front with the upside down cross. All your imagery is just, I think, is very inspiring for all of us who are tired of Christianity, like me.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I think you're talking about the Radio Damnation album.
It might be. It says on the back. It says Demo Slaughter, and then on the front it says Devil Metal. But
Oh yeah,
It has
okay, yeah.
a-
That was a
Yeah.
compilation, or rather, that is a compilation of our demos.
Yeah, it
Um,
has a song. Yeah, 1987, 89. Yeah, It's a bunch of different demos from over the years.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. But Angelic Dread is.
I love the cover art. Sorry.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
that was George Higgum.
It's great. So is the back.
Am I right that Angelic Dread is the most recent full studio release?
Correct. Yeah, it's 2014, 14 or 15, I think.
Okay, and
14.
then since then, it seems like there's EPs, there's splits, there's live, and there's some special release, and there's some, I think, cassette only. You guys mix it up, and I like that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, there's we lost our drummer and my friend Jim Kanya just about 2 years and a day ago, and after that I kind of took some time off, so I was just releasing some older rehearsrsals or live shows that we that I had sitting on my computer or in my drawers on cassettes. And then that just gave me time to get reacclimated, find another drummer, and kind of figure things out after losing Jim.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a lot of songs in your head, or maybe they're half written, or maybe they're half recorded, that sometimes you just want to get them out? You just want to I don't know if purge is the word, but just get them out or released or worked or finished, and then feel like it's a clean slate start.
Yeah, actually, we we have 6 or 7 songs that we were working on with Jim before he passed, and I just have rehearsal recordings of the riffs and Jim playing drums. So we're gonna it probably toward the end of this year, the beginning of next year, we'll have we'll dig those out, start going through them. Finish them off. They don't even have song titles. We just have the music written. That's something because it was the last material that I worked with Jim. So, yeah, we're working on that, and I'm hoping by early next year that'll be either an EP, like maxi EP, or if we can end up writing maybe another 5 or 6 songs, we'll do more of a full-length album.
Yeah, cool. Very good. All right. You were just in Chile, Colombia, probably a couple other countries in South America. How did it go?
It was actually Chile, Argentina, and Brazil. We did Colombia about 3 years ago.
Okay, Brazil.
But just those 3 countries this time. It was fantastic. The promoter did an excellent job as far as organizing everything, holding up his end of the bargain, scheduling. There was just a ton of flights. We did, I think, 17 flights in 14 days.
Oh.
It's just some of them we would have to fly to an international airport, like say Sao Paulo, so we could fly to Chile. So we would need to do 2 flights that day.
Yeah.
And but he organized it, and then we had a kind of like a tour manager that made sure we made it to the airport and drove us around everywhere we needed to go. So it went very well. Quite a few people. It's the first time we've ever been really in any 3 of those countries. So I was just excited that even one person showed up, but it turns out quite a few hundred people would show up at a show. It was fantastic.
That's got to be a great feeling, man. And good crowds.
20 miles away, people there.
Yeah,
it's good.
You leave your own continent, you're going, like I said, many miles. It's a real commitment. You're getting on all these flights, and then you're hoping there's a good audience. And it sounds like, there was. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this coming weekend, California Death Fest, right?
Well, we hope so. We had one of the people in the band had some scheduling conflict with his work and the flight schedule. So I had talked to the promoter to get him to change his flight from Friday to Saturday. So far as of today, we don't have a flight for him. So I hope that we're at the fest, but we won't play the fest without a bass player. So
yeah. Still okay. Well, I hope that works out, Don. I do, man.
Yeah.
I hope that works out for you. Look, Lord Gore is on the bill, Shooter, and I mean these are. I'd love to be out there to see that. God, Lord Gore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Dead Congregation ended up having to drop off the bill as well. So that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
They had some problems getting into the country. That's what I heard. So I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I mean, those, things happen when you have so many different bands and international bands and so many people in the bands, when I originally were doing it, and Massacre 10 or Massacre X was playing as well. So I was excited about those bands, but they ended up having to drop off. So yeah, we'll see.
I think you're a lot like me, and that is shallow-minded people really drive me insane, and our country is filled with them. And I don't know. That's why I always tell Janie Slash, I like it when we get out of the country, and I hope that that maybe for you guys too, just kind of a fresh, relaxing, experience, or at least you get recharged knowing that there's some real metalheads who know your music.
Yeah, there's just when we were I was in Valdivia in Chile, and met a guy who spoke very good English, and we had great conversations not only about music but about I guess the political environment here in the United States, and he made a general statement, and I thought we were both laughing very much. That he said, it seems to me, this is him speaking, he said, it seems to me that most Americans think that anything south of Texas is Mexico. And I said, you're absolutely right. That's the way I think a lot of Americans look at, say, South America in general. Anything south of Texas that's all Mexico down there. And I'm like, that's not really the case, but he understood. We were laughing about it. But yeah, great folks.
Good. And so I think you're right. If you ask any American where Chile is on a world map, they couldn't find it.
Oh, no. That's like I said, that's all it's Mexico as far as they know.
Hey, Don, just a quick question. Can I go back to the video for a moment?
Sure.
God. And did you get the job?
I did get the job. Yeah.
And
that was it was an easy script for because that's very many times.
It just cracks me up. Am I correct in seeing that everyone that you walk past in the beginning of the video is actually in the band?
Sorry, you're dropping out.
Okay. Am I correct in seeing that almost everyone you walk past in the beginning of the video is in the band?
Correct. Yeah, they were all band members.
Okay.
So it was a way like we didn't really have. It was obviously done on a shoestring budget, and it wasn't like we had some big label giving us $5,000-$10,000 to shoot a video.
Right.
This was just done by friends and people willing to donate their 8, 9, 10 hours out of a Saturday to do this video.
Yeah.
So anyway, when I was writing the script, I wanted to make sure that everybody got some FaceTime, and that was the only way I could figure out how to incorporate everyone into the beginning of the video. The beginning of the video is actually, I think, longer than the video itself.
Right, right, it is. But it just that dramatic edit right in the middle there is just powerful to me. So I get it. Don, I get inspired just reading your song titles and your song lyrics, man. I tell you, we We beat with the same heartbeat, man. We do.
Oh, it's good to hear.
I love it. All right. So are you in Cleveland right now?
I am in Avondale, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So right outside of Phoenix.
Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Well, very good. We love Arizona.
We do love Arizona.
And we've been there
we
for
go
a
out
couple of-
there once a year.
for the big horror fest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We do.
And okay, so I hope California Death Fest works out, but if not, I understand. That's totally understandable, and I know
we
you
couldn't make it either. Just saying.
you never know.
Why are you taking me this
So-
weekend?
There's a black metal band called Shooter that is playing. I think this is like their only time in America, and maybe I think maybe their only time in America, or if not, then in many, many, many years. And it would be cool to see them.
That would
So,
be really cool. I wish
They-
we were going.
Where are they from?
They're from Norway, and the lead singer from Nog is his name from Shooter. They're a black metal band. He was the very first guest we had on our very first show, which was about
Almost a year ago.
10 or 11 months ago. Yeah. So
Well, I'll look forward to seeing them if we make it out there.
I
Yeah.
hope you make it out there.
heck yeah.
Definitely.
It's been we did play Oakland, but that was in 2002. I think we played Oakland, California. So we played LA a few times since then, but that's pretty far away from Oakland, California.
Yeah.
So it's about time, I guess.
Any crazy fans either on one end of the extreme or the other? I mean, I don't know. I would love it if maybe you had some crazy protests or something, stories to relay. Not that I want that to happen, but I don't know. I'm always curious.
Well, I love the serious collectors that show up and either want to talk to me about releases maybe they've heard of, they weren't sure if it existed or how many copies. They want to talk about like Nunslaughter back catalog, or they want me to like sign a bunch of records or CDs and things like that. So, and a lot of times people show up with 30, 40, sometimes 50 pieces of vinyl or tapes.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. That's exciting for me. Times we played in Rochester, New York, and for the life of me, I can't remember the band's name or the fellow that gave it to us, but they apparently they killed a goat like the day before the show, and he brought me the goat. He brought me the goat's severed head.
Yeah.
like it was a whole goat,
Right.
And so he presented it to me, and so I took it back to the merch stand, and it was just laying on the ground, and the manager or the proprietor of the place asked me if I could get rid of the severed goat head. So I just I got a trash bag and I put it in a car.
Yeah. And so
for the ride home.
now you have the goat head still with you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Because I took it to the Anthony from Midnight. I lived pretty close to him, so he had a backyard that was fenced in. So I took the whole head over there and I let it sit out for about a year or so, and then I went and retrieved the skull.
Oh.
Athanar is one of my favorite people too, and he was a guest on our show as well by telephone. Midnight went on that tour over summer. That was
you were there. You saw them.
Yeah, it was a badass tour, and after they played, I kept looking around trying to figure out which one is Athanar, because of course they play with the hoods over their head.
Yeah.
So, but I'm glad you guys are just so in your face, man. There's no hiding anything, and it's like blasphemic. That's what we're about. God, we need more blasphemy. It makes for good rock and roll. Rock and roll's become too safe. We need Nunslaughter.
A lot of the stuff on the radio is definitely too safe.
In fact,
I don't even listen to the radio anymore.
Nausea-inducing. It is. I'm sick of hearing a song that like anything by the Doors now. I'm just sick of it. I don't want to hear them anymore. They're overplayed. I want to hear some Nunslaughter.
I'm surprised that like as many times as you hear Iron Man on the radio, you know, Black Sabbath has a lot of other really good songs they could be playing.
Right.
And same with the Doors. I mean, it's the same Doors songs.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of albums and a huge catalog. You could be playing a bunch of those other ones, but no, they stick to Light My Fire and, you know, whatnot.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So
I couldn't agree more. It's just some sort of like corporate decision making or something. I don't know. That's why we started this show, is to try and bring a platform, a springboard for the more underground, the more dark. You know, that's what we're about.
Yeah.
very cool.
All right, man. Well, Don, I can't thank you enough. Let's stay in touch, and I hope that maybe we can visit again. Any new announcements or anything down the road, feel free, and we'll do it here. We'll do it on the Corpsepaint show. We want to be a friend of Nunslaughter and you.
Oh, well, fantastic. Yeah, I thank you for dealing with all my scheduling problems. I was riding for a couple of months around the country, so I didn't really have a place that I could sit, and I knew I was going to be for a while. But I'm here in Phoenix for, I don't know, too long, but at least probably a couple of weeks, and then I got to find a job, find some place to live. But after that, yeah, absolutely, I'll call back in. I'd love it.
Man, that'd be great. That'd be great. Nunslaughter.
Yes. Thank you for joining us.
Metalheads everywhere need to know this name, Nunslaughter.
Yes, I agree.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank
Don,
you.
thank you much, and we'll talk to you again soon. Really, really appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye now.
I love the fact that you say heck yeah. Like, what the fuck is that?
I know.
You can say fuck,
It's lame, isn't it?
but you choose to say heck.
All right, let's talk
Can't
for a minute
say
about
hell,
couple
but we'll
things
say
here.
fuck.
All right, what do you got coming up?
What do I have?
Hold that up.
I have Deadly Sons Burlesque and Sideshow. I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I haven't sent the flyer to Ziggy yet, I don't think. But we have this. We will have the flyer up next show. But yeah, this is our flyer, if you can see it. It's on October 21st at Wits End. It's $8. We will be having a costume contest. You can win a fantastic prize.
Burlesque and Sideshow.
Burlesque and Sideshow. It's our Halloween show. It's one of my favorite shows of the year, that and New Year's.
Is it approved by Satan?
It is approved by Satan. You will
There
see
you go.
some blood and you will see some dead bodies. Not real dead bodies,
Let's talk
but close. My dead body, but not really
Last-
dead.
Okay.
And lots of cool, neat things. But last Sunday, we went to go see Victor Crowley with Adam Green. Adam Green is the director. If you don't know who he is, you should check him out.
Can you read what he signed?
He is fantastic. To Satan, scream bloody gore. You saw it first, Adam Green. Mine said to Danny, was Janie, Victor Crowley loves you.
Yeah.
That's what mine says. Mine's at home, though.
So this is a Gore Fest Supreme, Victor Crowley, which is really part 4.
We
in the
can't
hatch.
tell you a lot about the movie because he wants everyone to keep it a secret because he wants it to be a surprise. But I will tell you that it's fantastic and you should definitely check it out. It has all the things that you love if you love horror.
Yeah.
It has gore, but it's not gratuitous, but it's fun gore. It has action. It has, is there nudity? There's no nudity, is there?
Enthusiastic
I don't know.
thumbs up.
But yeah,
Thumbs
I don't
up.
remember. But it's great. It's so good. The characters are great. There's nice little Easter eggs for all the Hatchet fans. Victor Crowley is ruthless. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. And there's even some surprises in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't want to spoil surprise. He's going around
right.
the country right now touring. Check out his tour dates on his website.
Yeah, he's doing
Aeroscope, right?
Yep, his
Yeah.
theatrical roadshow.
Go see it. Go see it with Adam Green. Get his autograph. Shake his hand. Tell him he did a good job because he did and he earned it.
All right, that was Victor Crowley. Now, another movie that we love, because we showed the preview last week, is American Satan.
Ooh, yes.
On this show, we
It's
love.
coming out this Friday.
Right, the 13th.
It's It's on limited release, so find it in a theater near you and go check it out.
American Satan is directed by Ash Avildsen.
Yes.
Written
And-
by Bret Easton Ellis.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Ziggy. And American Satan, as you know, is a
Oh
movie-
my gosh, you didn't even catch that. Okay, first of all,
what?
Bret Easton Ellis did not write American Satan. He wrote American Psycho. Ziggy was testing you.
Oh, well, I didn't catch it.
I know, because he did.
That's why you're here.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You
That's why you're here. We got Janie
I
Slash here for
can't.
that.
I can't. I just.
Oh.
I can't. I can't.
All right,
Thank you,
Ziggy.
Ziggy. Thank you, Ziggy. You totally. He went with that, and I was like, no. No.
You should have just let him.
No, I can't.
Yeah, bury
I
myself.
Can't.
Let's
No,
summon demons.
I can't. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to not let him bury himself. I don't know if you've noticed. That's like my job.
Okay, look.
American Satan is not written by Brett Easton Ellis.
I don't know who wrote it. The
But
point
you
is,
should watch American Psycho too.
American
Just
Satan.
watch all the things.
Is a movie by Ash Avildsen, and
Yes.
let's talk about it for a moment, okay? So Ash and I have been corresponding a little, and he gave me his phone number, so I called him. I was hoping that we could record a call or chat about the movie, and I was not able to catch him. But I'm hoping that I'll do that this week, and maybe we can have more info directly from Ash for next weekend.
Just
for
go
our next,
check it out.
for our next show.
It opens on the 13th. I mean, what more do you need than that? Go find it. Go check it out.
Yeah,
Go
Malcolm
see it.
McDowell.
Malcolm McDowell.
Plays Satan.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
Check
we were
out everything with Malcolm McDowell.
we were talking
Have
about
a
this
Malcolm
earlier,
McDowell
Ziggy, and Janie
marathon.
Slash said she didn't find I don't know this odd, but Malcolm McDowell is British or Scottish, right? And he's the lead in a movie called American Satan. I'm asking for your input on that, Ziggy.
Actually, I thought the band came from another country,
I don't know.
and they come over to America. I thought that was what that was about. We have not
No.
seen the movie.
I think that they're an American band that moves out to L.A.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah.
I feel like this is shitty. I'm gonna have to Google it.
Okay, while you're doing that, guess what we're going to talk about? Dark Path Haunt. Now, Dark Path Haunt is a haunted house here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. They're in Denton, I believe. So I want to give a shout out to Dark Path Haunt. Dark Path Haunt. And we want to pull up their website, which I think darkpathhaunt.com or something like that.
I just like
Path.
anything with Satan. I am
The
busy.
Dark
You just
Path
tapped me and fucked up my
Haunt.
Google. Yes, Dark Path Haunt. You're
.com. So
awesome.
this is the time of year to get out to a
I-
haunted house and
I
go.
I don't know if you know this, but about 4 years ago, I did promo shots for Dark Path Haunt. Okay, let's see.
All right. So
did.
it's in Denton. Check them out. There's their website. I think it's thedarkpathhaunt.com. This is that time of year. You need to go through haunted houses and haunts.
I
and
have
such.
your answer. Are you ready?
What was the question?
Ziggy and I are half right and half wrong. A young rock band, half from England and half from the U.S., drop out of college and move to the Sunset Strip to chase their dreams.
I think it should be called Half American Satan.
I'm just saying. I don't know. Watch the movie and we'll discuss it.
Just kidding. All right, no,
Oh,
we love American Satan. I hope it's as good as I've been thinking it's going to be.
I'm sure.
Is that one of your promo shots?
No.
is that a promo?
No, these are
They don't. I don't think they use those anymore. That was seriously from a long time ago, but I was in it.
I think
these
they
are
do
some
use
of the
Those are
shots from
newer.
the Dark Path.
Those are the newer
Dark
shots.
We walk the dark path. That could be Janie Slash.
I also want to point out that on Friday the 13th, Happy Death Day opens.
Nice.
I just want to point that out. So I want to go see that.
Happy Death Day.
Like-
What's it about?
It's like Groundhog Day, but horror, but not funny.
All right. So
Keeps
in
dying.
Dark Path Haunt,
She's
we
waking
talked
up
about.
and dying, and then having to figure out why she's dying. Right?
Yeah, she has to find out who was trying to kill her and survive the day.
Yep. See, at least I knew what my movie was about. Oh,
right.
I threw shade. I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
so
I'll
here's
be
what-
nice. I'll be nice. I'm just.
here's what we're
teasing.
going to shift to, Janie Slash.
kidding.
It's Halloween, Pussy, Trap, Kill.
Mhm.
Jared Cohn is the director, and guess who is joining us next week on the Corpsepaint
Who?
Show?
Who?
Malcolm McDowell.
Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish.
Is it Jared Cohn?
Yes, either him or we're digging up a dead body. Again,
What? No, we don't dig up dead bodies.
don't tell him we do anymore.
We don't. That was it was before me.
Okay, so here's
I
what
don't
I've
condone
got.
digging up dead
Here's
bodies.
what I've got. I've got the soundtrack to Halloween, Pussy, Trap, Kill.
I'm so
I
excited.
Am
No, it's a
thrilled.
good soundtrack. It is. It's really good.
I'm
All right.
thrilled about this movie. The director, Jared, also made Devil's Domain, which I enjoyed a lot.
It had Michael Madsen in it.
Man. All right.
He
so
was Mr. Blonde.
we are giving you an abundance of scary-ass movies to see this month. We've talked right here about American Satan, about Victor Crowley, about
I'm ready for
American Pussy Trap-
Leatherface in 2 weeks.
Leatherface and
I'm
Happy
excited.
Death Day.
Yes, and Happy Death Day.
All right.
Also, I really want to see Gerald's Game on Netflix. I've heard it's
Gerald's Game.
really good.
All right, cool. Okay.
You know what else was announced this week?
What?
Season 3 of Ash vs. Evil Dead.
I still need to watch season 2 and the rest of season 1.
February 25th is when the new season premieres. They announced that Wednesday.
I've got to
think.
get caught up. Damn college and
I'm
shit.
like halfway through season 2, and it is great.
Oh, I got to get caught up. I love Bruce Campbell. He's my hero.
We got to do what's in Janie's box. But
I just want to say that I really feel like My Name is Bruce is totally underrated. I love
all
that
right,
movie.
fair enough.
It's so
Hey,
good.
Ziggy, before we jump to that, do you want to tell us what you got coming up on
What do you-
Thursdays and Saturdays?
What is Ziggy up to?
Yeah, so I do stand-up comedy at the Backdoor Comedy Club. You can catch me every Thursday at 8:30. You can catch me every Saturday at 8 and 10:15, where I will usually host the late show. Actually, the last couple weeks, I've hosted both shows, and they have been great. They've been great crowds. Everyone's had a really good time, so come and check us out.
And the name of the club is Use the Back Door.
No, it's Backdoor.
Backdoor
Comedy
Comedy.
Club. You're not
Backdoor
funny. This is why you
Comedy.
can't go there.
They
Ah.
have amateur night, I think.
No, don't even. He's like way below amateur.
Yeah, well,
Not even funny.
our
I'm proud to
Thursday
be way below.
is
way
our
below.
open mics. So if you think
Okay.
that you are funny, call the club the week before and sign up, and then come out for Thursday and do your 3 minutes.
I apparently am the only one who think I'm funny.
He is the only one that thinks he's funny. I'm snarky, but that doesn't get me far in comedy.
Fair enough. All right. What is in your box, Janie Slash?
What is in my box?
Yes.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? And let me just point out, the box smells very good.
There is
Yes.
nothing actually scented in my box this month, but nice try.
No. I think there is. Let's summon demons, goth princess Janie Slash.
What is in Janie's box?
What is in there?
This month, this week, we are looking at Glamour Ghoul. We did Creeper Crate the last time it was her.
But this one is.
Glamour Ghoul.
Cool.
You can subscribe to it at glamourghoulbox.com.
Mm-hmm.
And
Any
what's
dead bodies in there?
my box? Actually, yes. This was the Night of the Living Dead George Romero themed box
Oh,
for
man.
September.
R.I.P. George.
It's all zombie themed. I don't know why I said it that way. I just get excited. Okay, so first up in my box, we have a They're Coming For You Barbara bracelet from Murderous Jewels. You can check them out on Etsy. It is
Yeah.
a little like the zombie with his hoodie on, from the movie.
Ooh.
It's cute. I like it. For a minute, I thought it was a guy hanging. You have to look at it right, but
All right.
it's a
so
neat
it's a zombie.
bracelet.
Cool.
It's a zombie. I'm gonna
Very
put
cool.
it on right now.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and next up in my box, I have a zombie cookie cutter for all those Ghoulia childs out there. The zombie cookie cutter is from Etsy.com shop 3D Dreaming. Was this made with a 3D printer? I'm guessing so.
Yes, it was.
Ooh, it's so fucking cool.
Very cool.
So anyway, I'll be making cookies. You can't have any. They're on my cookies.
So,
Just kidding, I
all right.
share.
So is that a Frankenstein or a zombie?
No, it's zombie. I just said it's
Do
George Romero
zombies like
themed
walk with their
box.
arms out?
Yes. Have you not seen zombie movies? They go.
I guess you're right.
Have you not seen the Thriller video?
No, I don't support corporate music. All right, Janie
But have you
Slash.
played the Michael Jackson video game
Janie Slash, can
where
we
he like has to dance and he has a monkey and he has to save the children?
go
Sorry, I
deeper
love
into your
free
box,
play.
please?
We got to go deeper into the box.
What's in the box?
Okay, next we have Living Dead Girl Body Scrub from gingervoodoo.com.
Wait. So it is made with dead people?
Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead? That's what it says on the back. I'm not that good. I don't have it memorized. I mean, I do actually.
So
This is, of course, is totally Rob Zombie themed. But it is in the Living Dead Girl box, and it is made from organic sugar, organic shea butter, organic coconut oil, organic grapeseed oil, cornstarch, organic strawberries, and
Fair
organic
enough.
strawberry
Okay,
and vanilla
okay,
extract.
okay.
Hey, I said
So,
it fast.
Look, the point is, you use this to, and it'll scrub your skin off you.
It's strawberry. Yeah, all that dead skin, so you can have a useful glow.
Yeah, useful glow. When you're
Smell me.
skinless.
There is smelly good shit in my box. I guess I was wrong.
I told her that box smells good, Ziggy.
He only does this so he can make dirty jokes about my box. My
What's in the
box is actually
box?
very clean. Oh yeah, there's the next step we have is Zombie Liquid Illuminator from Rebel Rouge Labs at storenv.com. It is this green concoction.
That looks illegal. No.
It's highlighter for your fucking face.
It's
It gives you like this little, you put like right here. I don't know. I don't contour or highlight. I'm not
Highlighter.
very- I try. I'm that girl that
I
when I
don't-
highlight, I look like I'm glowing.
I'm with you. It looks like it would be really fun at a party. That
right. That's right.
I'm going to make everybody highlighting green.
You can make them high.
Highlighting green. I didn't
Oh,
say
okay.
high.
also yes.
Sorry.
also, yes. Okay, and next I have Living Dead Notebook. Hey, this is my minute. Put that away.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Quit trying to be distracting.
I want to see the notebook.
Give me the evil eye. Living Dead Notebook from Etsy.com. Shop the Risky Rabbit. It's adorable. It says they're coming to get you, Barbara. There's one of them now.
It's like a diary.
It's for whatever the hell you need to write down. You can draw on it too. It doesn't have lines.
All
And
right.
on the back, it says "Rest in Pieces, George A. Romero, 1942, 2017."
Oh, yeah.
And it has, it's cute. I like it. I love it. Little zombie, like pinup looking girl, you know. And then, last but not least, we have zombie soap from the Painted Cat.
Which looks so cool.
I know, right? It's a brain. I like it. So yeah, Painted Cat. It says Night of the Purring Dead on the back and is black raspberry vanilla flavored. It smells like a vanilla raspberry lollipop.
What's the name of this box again?
Why are you eating soap?
Brains.
Actually, I feel like I could eat this. I'm just saying. It's all made from edible food. You know, like it's also, if zombie apocalypse happens, you can eat the body scrub.
Okay, can we point out that Glamour Ghoul, is that the name of it?
Also in the box, which was not listed, is a Help Me mint. There's no picture for it because it wasn't, it just says Help Me in blood.
All right.
Yeah. What?
Name of the box
Is Glamour Ghoul.
and it's
box.
for
It's for
ladies.
women.
For ladies.
It's for anybody really if you're into makeup products
All right,
and
got it.
girly things. It's awesome.
Horror related.
I think anybody who wants any of this stuff should have this box.
Gotcha.
It's all horror themed, and I love it. It's a great box. They ship it monthly. There's a theme every single month, and if you choose you don't like the theme, you can skip it.
Got it.
Next month's is obviously a Halloween themed box.
It is. Cool.
Yeah. Mhm.
All right. I love it.
Creeper Crates is Trick or Treat. I'm pretty excited about Trick or Treat. You know, I love Trick or Treat. That's my movie. I watch it to get in the mood for Halloween. Such a good Halloween movie. I don't know why I think I should dance to no music.
Yeah.
You know, other movie I like to watch is Halloween 3. It's so underrated. So good.
I tend to agree.
Cool.
I know.
It's making a
I
comeback.
kind of actually wish that Halloween would have gone in that direction, you know, because John Carpenter was like, let's make this more like an anthology theme and not actually just Michael Myers related. And then it like nobody really liked that one.
It's a shame that it didn't do better in the box office simply because we don't really get anthologies that much anymore, and I think that that's part of it. Is that was also around the same time when they just kind of started transporting that stuff to TV more than movies. So
Yeah, it's so good though. And that ending scene is just trips me out when they're wearing the mask and they're watching the TV and all the bugs start coming everywhere. It's like makes you never want to put a mask on that. And like whenever you watch the Goosebumps, the haunted mask or whatever it was, where she has the mask and Carly.
also
Okay.
underrated, the original Goosebumps TV show.
Oh yes,
Great. It is great as an adult because it is they're kind of pretty bad, but
viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
it is like I can't believe this scared me as a kid, but it is very enjoyable now.
Yeah, no, it was the mask one and then the Night of the Living Dummy and all. Yeah, no, it was scary. And I like I still like Erie, Indiana. Erie, Indiana was definitely one of my favorites, especially the Tupperware episode where they sealed the people in and she never aged. I need some of that Tupperware.
Well, cool. You know, And really, you're touching on a lot. This is the month that we want people to kind of reminisce and take a moment and slow down and remember how fun and cool Halloween really and fall is.
Dress up too.
And dress up and have fun.
You're never too old to dress up. No.
Go to a haunted house, a haunt, and a scary movie, or replay some of those previous ones you watched as a kid, man.
And don't
read
be
a good
one
book
of those
like this, maybe.
Don't be one of those people that turns your lights out when kids are trick or treating. Turn your light on and give people freaking candy or toys.
And consider going to Cirque Du Horror,
if you're in Denton or Dallas area.
A fun musical,
Yes.
horror-related musical, fun for the whole family.
Listen to the
show.
scary, spooky CDs. You know, the ones with the sounds. I miss those.
Check out old CBS Radio Mystery Theater episodes
Go.
from the 70s.
There's a rich, just abundance of those.
Oh,
that
and
are
watch
really
Pumpkinhead
cool.
because I love Pumpkinhead.
Yeah. So, hey, touch on what you're going to be covering next week, which is sort of your favorite
My
seasonal
favorite
movies.
seasonal horror movies, yes, for October. Movies I like to watch in October. But I wanted to mention that Friday is Friday the 13th. So if you get the opportunity, you definitely should have a Friday the 13th marathon. I know Alamo Drafthouse is doing some where you can watch all the movies throughout the entire day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And or go to see the opening night of American Satan.
Yeah, go do
Friday
that
the
too.
13th.
Or Happy Death Day. Do something. Friday, or get a tattoo. Go get a Friday the 13th. This is the first Friday the 13th I'm missing getting a tattoo. I have so many 13 tattoos.
Yeah, we want to talk about that. What do you got, Ziggy?
What you got, Ziggy? I want to see what Ziggy has.
So this is a comic that is just out. It's I think the third issue drops the month of October. It's called Redlands.
Redlands.
And it's really interesting. It's about the town of Redlands, Florida, as it is taken over by witches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love witches.
It is pretty great so far. It begins in the 1970s with the police department in the middle of committing a failed lynching. So it's an intense read.
Wow.
But it is very good. I highly recommend this.
That sounds very intense. What makes my heart happy is that I was at the Halloween store and they had tons and tons of Hocus Pocus stuff. I love Hocus Pocus.
Nice.
That's one of my other movies I like to watch in the Halloween season. I know it's a kids movie, but it's so good.
Speaking of intense,
I mean, it's a kids movie about people that eat kids.
Let's hear a little more of that cerebral bore. That was that
in the
underbed
spirit.
music we were playing earlier. Man, I love that. Some good intense metal. All right. So, opening day for Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill. Let me do it like this. Is actually there's a special showing in Dallas-Fort Worth area on the 27th.
But what if you aren't in the Dallas-Fort Worth area? Where else can you find to see the movie?
All big cities have a special screening on the 27th.
Where can you find it?
I'm not sure.
You didn't know.
I don't know. We'll ask the director next week.
Where did you? Okay.
Yeah,
we
he'll
will
be on
have
the
more
show.
details for you on how, if you'd like to see this movie and you're not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, how to see it.
Yeah. So the director will be on next week, and we'll ask him that. But they did release,
Of course, I'm sure Google,
or
the power
are
of
about to
Google.
release all of the cities and the theaters for that screening on the 27th. So
Yes.
quite a few cities have it on the 27th. I recommend that one too. So that's a Friday night, the 27th.
Yes, it
And then
is.
Saturday you can go to Cirque Du Horror in Denton. What a cool show.
Or you can also come see us at the Ridgely.
On the 28th.
Yep.
Darn right.
We'll be
Talk
there
about it.
late.
Tell
so
me
you
about
can
it.
go see Cirque du Horror and then come over to the Ridgely and see Deadly Sins perform also in the same lineup as Dallas Cooper, which we've had on the show before. And then Rob Zombie cover band and a Marilyn Manson cover band. It's going to be a good show. We're doing horror-themed burlesque. And we have a special guest with us, too. It's going to be exciting. I'm thrilled. I'm really excited for what's going to be happening that night.
Very cool.
So yeah, go to all the things. It's 1 month out of the year. Celebrate horror.
You know how
so
you
1
can-
month where I'm relatively normal.
Do you know how you can enjoy everything in the whole month of October and really, really soak it in and enjoy it and do everything by going slow? Just slow down.
I also want to point out my sideshow wife, Della Dead Girl, works at Dark Hour, and she's really horrifying in that zombie makeup.
She is a zombie actor?
Yeah, she's a zombie actress.
Yeah.
So if you get a chance, go check out Dark Hour. Let her scare the shit and piss out of you.
Fair enough.
Because she is horrifying and a good actress.
And they get bonuses for that.
Yes.
when someone pees in their
Pee
pants.
yourself, just for me and her.
Okay.
She's
But-
my sideshow wife.
Real shout out to Dark Path, the other one in Denton. I like that place a lot too, Dark Path. We've talked to them before. And man, they're run by some great people. That's in Denton. This is kind of a Denton show. You know, we're all about Denton.
In Deep Ellum.
Yeah, you're
A
right.
lot of Deep Ellum.
Is that Janie Slash?
No, that's not me. I'm not in those. This was from years ago.
Okay, yeah,
It's
but these.
changed.
Okay.
Is that Janie?
There's
Clearly,
the-
that
Yeah,
is
no,
not
she's-
Janie.
Janie's right there
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah, she's in the back.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
tell.
that skull in the back.
That is a Dark Path right
That
there.
reminds me of Motel Hell. They put like somebody needs to have that in their haunted house. That scene, the secret garden with the bags over their heads, and they're like, "Arr." It was like my favorite scene. I like when they dig themselves out. Can we go and watch Motel Hell now?
That picture, that character reminded me of who was it? Victor Crowley a little bit.
No, I don't see the resemblance, and I don't
Ah,
have my
well.
glasses on, so it's blurry.
Yeah, just rising out of the swamplands. Hey, we met Victor Crowley. I mean, I'm sorry,
We
met
did not
Adam,
meet Victor. We met Adam Green.
Adam Green last
He is
weekend.
a lovely, nice
when,
person.
When he was here in Dallas, and what a great guy he is, man. And you know, he calls it a theatrical roadshow. He's just doing special screenings across the country
It
for
was
Victor
so
Crowley.
it was so good. Oh, I'm gonna have nightmares now. Thanks for that.
I like that
Just
one a lot.
kidding. I like my nightmares.
Yeah.
Show me more. No, but yeah, Victor Crowley was so good. It was so good. Like, if it wasn't, I wouldn't be going on and on about it. It really was good.
Well,
Definitely, if you get the opportunity, check it out. And I know we missed American Murder Song that came through on Friday, but we were at Burton Burlesque. But I had a lot of friends that attended it, and I heard it was incredible. So check out American Murder Song also, and that's from the same people that did Repo and Devil's Carnival.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they came through. But we
What do you
were
mean, it was a live show.
yeah, it was kind of like when we went to the Devil's Carnival. Well, that's what it's called, right? And they did the live show with the performers and everything.
Yes.
It was very similar to that from my understanding. And I hear it's incredible. I just heard it was great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
But I didn't get to go because I was busy performing at Tim Burton Burlesque where you were Jack Skellington.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
A lady flashed me.
Oh, really?
Well,
It wasn't me.
It was kind of a setup. It made it look. We made it look that way for the photograph.
Oh, okay. I don't know what was going on. I was busy getting ready because I was performing.
I'll show you. It's funny.
Okay.
It's a funny picture.
I'm really excited.
Oh, no,
I
this
can't
is all
wait
for
to
fun.
see it.
Yeah, man.
Anyway,
Hey, so what did we learn today about Nunslaughter? They're the most anti-Christian band on the planet, and that's saying a lot. I like this band. Every single song you will love. They're extreme. They're
I've
intense.
heard a lot of their songs.
Yeah,
You-
and
I have. Yes, they are great. I love them. I
Nunslaughter.
like their music. I love the artwork. That's one of the most not important things, but one of the things I love whenever they pay attention to detail on the covers and their artwork inside the CD. It's really
Agreed.
important.
Oh, agreed. Yes.
I
it
really and
paints
it's,
the visual
it's
picture.
Drawn. It's not even. It's just it's.
Yeah, and he said the name of the artist, man, and so we have to play this
There's
back.
this
So.
goat with an upside down inverted cross and holding
Hey,
a heart with this like dagger.
Message
And he looks like he's gonna
to people
stab
who
it.
watch our
It's so
show.
evil.
I would like you to please go to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe if you haven't done that. Would you please? We need a few more subscribers to get us some bonuses from YouTube, and we'd appreciate it really. If
We
you
just
do
want
that.
no, it's not so much that. We just want to share our love of horror and metal with you. And also please comment on our videos. Let us know who you'd like to see. If we can get them, we'll try.
Darn right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if there's anything, like if you know of any boxes you want me to try out or any products
movie suggestions
or movie
to
suggestions
check out.
Comics you want me to read?
comics, anything
Metal,
horror
music.
related. If you're an independent director and you're trying to get your movie out there or you have a campaign going and you want to talk about it, let us know. Message us on the Facebook page, Corpsepaint, or, send me a message. I'm on Facebook under Janie Slash. Follow us, like us. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook under the Corpsepaint Show.
Yes, indeed.
And I am on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook under Janie Slash.
Our email is stiltdemon@gmail.com. Stilt.
And mine
Demon.
is janieslash@gmail.com. So
Yeah,
let us know.
we
We'd love to
appreciate
have
you.
you as a guest.
We appreciate feedback, and on YouTube, man, we try and just keep the
We're
underground.
here for the independent
Yeah.
and the mainstream, but mainly the independent.
Yep. Very good. All right. What else, Janie Slash? So we've got a lot coming up in October as well. I'm super thrilled about Jared Cohen coming on next week on our show.
Yes.
From Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill and Devil's Domain. The director of those two great movies is going to be here on this show, and I'm super thrilled. This is a great, nice guy, and I certainly want to talk to him about horror, underground movies, and the challenges in making them, but also, the horror show. It's the horror show. Are you with me?
Yeah. If I move over. No,
Hey,
my
so-
things don't blend.
So
Sometimes they do.
last week, Ziggy and I were talking about Johnny and the Homicidal Maniac.
Yes, I love Johnny. Johnny and Squee. And
and
you
it-
didn't know who Squee was. Do you know who Squee is, Ziggy?
Yeah, Squee is the next door neighbor of Johnny, who he
Terrorizes.
mentally traumatizes. Yeah.
Have you read the comic Squee?
I have not read the Squee comic yet. no.
I have
Who's
it at
the cre-
home.
who's
I
the
can loan it
creator?
to you.
Johnny Vasquez or something?
Jonan Vasquez.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same guy that did Invader Zim.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And he was hired on for Invader Zim after he had published Johnny, and so decided to make Zim as dark as the studio would get away with
Yeah.
as punishment for them hiring him.
Him and I believe Roman Dirge are really good friends, or were. I'm sure they still are. But yeah, because he makes appearances in Lenore.
Gotcha.
Because Roman Dirge does a little spot about his life, and usually Jonan Vasquez is in there. It's pretty funny. I like the one about him going to the bathroom at the restaurant. Sorry,
Hey,
you just have to read it. Check
we
out
got-
Lenore and check out Johnny, the homicidal maniac.
We
and
gotta-
Squee.
We got to tell everybody to have a great Friday the 13th coming up. And be sure to be back here on Sunday the 15th for more talk about Halloween and pussy. Well, what I mean is Halloween Pussy Trap Kill Kill with 2 exclamation points in there. And that's we showed the preview last week. Janie
You
Slash.
tried
It's
something there
freaking-
and it failed.
Okay. And it is freaking great preview. It is
So
so
hard to
good.
declutter.
All right, Ziggy, man, have fun over at Backdoor Comedy Club. Yes, indeed. We'll be back next week.
We will be back next week.
This is our month. This is your headquarters for Halloween, the Corpsepaint Show.
Well, this-
Thanks for joining us.
Have a good week.
Yeah, the Corpsepaint Show. Every Sunday we're here live. We're going to give you 90 minutes of live, great, irreverent shit. And also just talk about Satan and talk about movies and talk about metal and talk about Jenny Slash's weekly dose of horror.
Yeah. Texas Fright My Weekend. I am here with Dee Wallace. Don't stare at my boobs all the time.
Sure, I do get comments from occasionally religious fanatics.
I've seen people stop and go down there.
Wag their finger at me for a ring tight.
The Corpsepaint Show rules!